Hello. Welcome to Buzzing with Cousin. Cousin Johnny here. How's everybody doing out there? Everybody starting to feel a little more comfortable getting out. And I want to shout out before we start this show with our guest. Shout out to hospitality workers everywhere. Thank you for what you guys do, especially during this pandemic. You know, I've said this a couple different times, and I'm going to repeat it again. Walking up stairs, going down side driveways, making sure that you take care of us. So thank you, hospitality workers. Okay, I'd like to invite our guests now. Events are starting to open up a little bit here and there. Safe, fun events. And this person that I'm going to invite on is instrumental in an event here in Monterey that's really great, and I'd like to share this information with you. So let me invite this guest. She's the owner of a promotion company called Brothers Promotions, and they do outdoor markets that are really cool. And anyway, I'd like to introduce you and go from there. So please welcome Kathryn Walsh. Here we go. Kathryn.
Hi, thanks for having me, Cousin Johnny.
I'm happy to have you here and excited to talk to you about happening things in Monterey. That's what we do on this program. So, Kathryn, where are you from? And
well, I talk funny, so I'm from Australia. I'm from Melbourne, Australia.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a great country. And that's I've always been drawn, because Australia is such a water-based culture. That's what's always drawn me to the water here in Monterey Bay and Santa Cruz and that.
Yeah, well, you're in a good spot. You live in Santa Cruz now?
I do live in Santa Cruz, and I'm a big surfer and I'm a big swimmer, and I just love it.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
Talk about swimmer. We had on this show, we had the lady that swam, Catherine Breed. She swam from Santa Cruz to Monterey.
Wow, that is a feat in itself.
I think it was something like 12. A long time. It was like constant swimming, jellyfish biting her. It was just unbelievable. And she broke the record. And
good for her.
It was really great. And she's going to do it again. Some English channel, I don't know. But it was really great. So you brought so far you've done one weekend, and you've got 7 weekends left. You brought an outdoor market to the
Monterey Outdoor Market to House Plaza.
House Plaza.
Yes.
And, tell us a little bit before we go into that. What's your company do? It's called Brothers Promotions.
Brothers Promotions. My company is actually named after my dog and his half-brother. I have a lab named Max and his half-brother Wilson. And so a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, when I was looking around for a name, we always used to refer to them as the brothers. And so it was natural, Brothers Promotions. And I was recently at a market that I put on in Santa Cruz, the Westcliff Outdoor Market. And I actually had the 2 boys with me, the dogs, and everyone was like, the brothers are in the house. The brothers are in the house. So they're little celebrities of their own. And so that's how the company came. Yeah, so I named the dogs. I named the company after the dogs. That's the dogs. Yes, that's them. Exactly. Yeah, Max is on the left and Wilson's on the right. Yeah, they're the boys.
They're cool looking. They're really great.
Yeah, they're great.
So how long have you been in business?
I have been a professional vendor for nearly 30 years. And just before the pandemic happened, I decided I was going to take some of those skills, being a vendor and doing street fairs and festivals all up and down the West Coast, and go on the other side of it and do a promotions company. So I had actually had the date at Monterey scheduled for well before the pandemic. And then the pandemic came and it shut everything down, obviously. And
Yeah.
then I was actually the first person who was able to do an event post-pandemic in Santa Cruz. Last July, we were able to do the food trucks out at Westcliff. So I've done the food trucks out at Westcliff, and I also started the Westcliff Outdoor Market, which is a very similar idea to the Monterey one, and that's been going since last September. And then we were thrilled that the Monterey, because Monterey is a state historic park, that took a little longer, obviously, to open. And sure enough, in May it opened, and it couldn't have gone better. We were just thrilled.
When I heard it was happening, I was excited about it because it was pretty much the first event.
It was very much the first event, and we had 40 vendors and, unique artisans and specialty food. There is no food sampling at the moment, but you can still, but there was jerky and that was flying off the shelves, someone from, and so I really try and promote local artisans. And this next one, which is this Friday and this Saturday and Sunday rather, we're going to have, yet again, we're going to have about 45, 46 different artisans and specialty foods. We won't actually be serving food to sit down and eat this time. We will be at our next market, which is at the end of the month, but we want to just get that June 15th deadline to pass. And we want everyone to kind of get in the spirit of being out and about, and then we'll introduce some food that they can eat on site.
Yeah, it's kind of nice too that people can get out and maybe, like you said, there's that jerky booth, grab something to snack.
Jerky booth, there's nuts. They can totally grab snacks. And because we're right next to Fisherman's Wharf, finish the day with a lovely lunch over at Fisherman's Wharf.
I think that's really great that, like a collaboration.
And that's what we want to. We want to be a good community member. The Monterey Outdoor Market is here to fit in with the community and what the community needs.
Now, is there like a music or anybody playing guitar?
There is music. There is music. This time we'll have music for the first time. Last time we had my boom box. I have these great boom boxes, but I think everyone was sick of hearing Lady Gaga by the end of it.
Yeah.
So this time we actually do have music. We have two different, we have a trio on Saturday, and then a young girl named Barbara Ann Wagner, who lives in Monterey County. She's a young girl, and she's going to be performing later in the day at about 4:00. And then on Sunday, we have a local musician named Jim who plays Hawaiian tunes, and he has performed at the Plaza many times.
Oh, wow. That sounds like fun. Yeah.
So we will always be having music, and, it's just nice to be able to walk around. We're not talking big bands. We're talking nice background music, so you can still have a conversation with the vendors. Because we want you to meet the vendors, get a little bit of their history, understand why they chose that particular artwork to show off. Like, we have a metal worker, and we have people who are making, different jewelry, and we just have someone selling children's clothes. And these are just unique things that you won't find when you go into the stores.
Yeah, you're not going to find items like that. Yeah.
No. It's just, an artwork, and just amazing, some yard signs, and just those little things that are those nicks and knacks. And someone's, in fact, I have two of the signs in my house. One says surf and one says dive. A fellow who puts signs together, specialty signs. And, they're very much the beach, the Monterey Bay flavor to them.
Yeah, those signs are really cool. I picked one up, I don't know where, over the years, and it's got a big finger and it says beach with an arrow.
Exactly.
I love it. It just that the atmosphere makes me, it just makes me feel good. I checked the weather, and they're saying it's going to be sunny weekend.
They're saying it's going to be 65 and 65, which is phenomenal for Monterey. And
that's perfect weather.
It's perfect. And Monterey is definitely a destination that people are flocking to at the moment. Every weekend there are many tourists, but we love seeing the tourists, but we also want to see some of the locals come out.
Yeah.
We want them to really get into this market and really enjoy it. So it's a place they can take their visitors.
We're going to get them out. We're going to get those guys, get them out. But you're right, Monterey being a destination.
It is. Monterey's a destination, and we're working with all the local companies. Like, we're doing some advertising through KSBW, and we've even got a TV ad. We're thrilled to actually be having a TV ad.
Well, I hope you share that on my platform, Buzzing with Cousin. You could.
I will be sharing that. I'm very proud of my TV ad. I've never had a television ad before.
That's exciting. Yeah. Well, I was telling somebody that. Someone's probably said it before. I'm not the only guy. That we're looking at the Roaring 20s here with everything opening up. And remember, like in 1919, it went crazy. We're looking at that again now.
Exactly. Everyone's been, after the Spanish flu was the Roaring 20s, and I believe we're going to do our own version of the Roaring 20s.
Yeah.
This is going to be so exciting. And I think the pandemic, as we all know, has changed the way our society is. And so markets like this, people want that intimate connection with each other. And that's what markets like the Monterey Outdoor Market now offers.
Yeah, I think, I know it was a real negative thing of a lot of, things that happened. But there's a couple things that came out of it that are going to be positive, like you were just saying about the market and things like that.
Yeah.
Outdoor dining, we never had that. Now we have it, things like that. But
exactly. And, we're not trying to be a big festival. We are trying to be a more intimate market where people can walk around and really get a feeling for the vendors and what they're selling and the artwork behind it.
Yeah. And then talking to the vendors too, that, the metal worker or whatever, that would be kind of interesting. Yeah. Do you, are these the same vendors you had for the last show, or?
Some of them are, and we keep some of them, and then some of them are new, depending on people's schedules. But they're definitely, one of the comments I heard after the last market was, what an amazing level of quality of goods. These aren't goods you're going to find in the regular store. They've all got that unique stamp on them, and that's what we wanted.
That's what you want, things that you can't find,
Exactly.
I love it.
And every time, we want the experience where if someone comes to the market we've got 4 markets in the next 6 weeks, where if someone comes to them, there's always something new and different for them to buy if they see something they like.
Yeah, I got the dates. We'll go over those in a couple minutes. So you've done the markets mostly in Santa Cruz areas.
Santa Cruz, we now do a monthly market, the Westcliff Outdoor Market, which is held at Steamers Lane and Surfers Parking Lot, which has been very, very popular. The locals love that. And I also do a market up in the Sonora area called Twain Harte Outdoor Market.
I saw that.
Yeah. So I basically, and then now we have Monterey Outdoor Market, which is great. So being in the industry for 25 to 30 years, I know most of these vendors very, very well. So, I respect each of them, and they all are doing their best to put on a really professional outdoor market.
Yeah, that really sounds good. So
they're thrilled to be working.
Yeah. So do you concentrate on Monterey for the next 7 weeks, or you do a week here and then you do a week?
I do a week. I do this weekend is Monterey Outdoor Market. Then next Friday, June 18th, is the food trucks in Santa Cruz, and then Westcliff Outdoor Market on the 19th.
Yeah.
And then back to Monterey, the Monterey Outdoor Market again, June 26th and 27th. And then I'm working at a show up in Arnold area, which is up in the mountains. And then we're coming down and we're doing Monterey Outdoor Market, July 10th and 11th. And then we do the West Cliff food trucks again, and then we do the outdoor market again, and then I do Twain Harte outdoor market, and then we're back to Monterey.
That sounds great.
Yeah, busy time, but I'm so grateful that, you know, we're able to get out and really enjoy the great outdoors and really, you know, have somewhere for the vendors to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be nice to get out and just, you know, talk to people. How you doing? How are you? How you been? Where you from? I mean, that's going to be great.
Exactly.
So I've got the dates. You've got this weekend, the 12th and the 13th, Friday, Saturday. Then the 26th, 27th.
Yes.
These are all Friday, Saturday.
No, they're Saturday, Sundays. They're Saturday, Sundays.
Okay, sorry. Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, we always do it on the weekends. We always do it on a Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, perfect. 12, 13, 26, 27. Then your July 10th, 11th, 31st, and August 1st. Then you're on for October 2nd, 3rd, and then 23rd, 24th. And then you close it on November 6th and 7th.
Yes, and those three, the October and November, they'll be very, very, because by then people are beginning to think about the holidays, so they'll definitely have a holiday theme to them.
I was just thinking about that you can get someone a unique gift that.
Exactly, and that's what we want to do. You know, like this weekend, if people come to it, it's a great time to buy a Father's Day gift for next weekend. You know, there's always a gift you need for someone or something for yourself, which I'm always up for.
Yeah. That's perfect because sometimes, you know, that somebody that has every gadget you can think of, and, you know, you can go there. I would get the sign, you know, that one of those signs that are cool. And
the signs or the metal work that you put in your front yard, that's been very, very popular. James, who does the metal work, he's always very, very popular. Yeah. Or, you know, you can get a nice leather piece from our leather guy. You know, we've just got so many unique things.
Yeah, that is really cool. So what's the time of what is it?
The market goes this weekend, it goes from 10 to 6 on Saturday and 10 to 5 on Sunday.
That's perfect. I'm really looking forward to going down, and we're going to get some people to come down and
good. Well, we really want people to come out and just walk around and just enjoy themselves.
Yeah. Now, do you have a booth there yourself? Or?
I do not. I walk around in this lovely lime green vest, so I can be, you know, it's obvious that I'm the organizer. So if anyone has a question, but I want to really be there for the vendors and the public if there's any questions, or just helping everyone, you know, relax and feel safe. And, you know, there will be, all the vendors will be in masks this weekend because we're still on this side of the June 15th. You know, we encourage the public to wear masks, but obviously it's everyone's individual decision. But we will also have hand sanitizer. We offer hand sanitizer stations throughout the event.
Is it, Kathryn, an alcohol-free event, right?
It is an alcohol-free event. You know, it's just not my forte serving alcohol, you know, at my events. We've just made a choice not to do that. There's plenty of wonderful places. You know, Dust Bowl Brewery is literally a stone's throw away. So after you walk around, you can go over there and have a beer.
I think you make that's a good decision. You know, that. Yeah. And that Dust Bowl, you also have Peter B's that's at the.
Exactly. That's just behind it. Yeah. Peter B's is just behind it. Is Peter B's open now? I wasn't sure whether they were open.
Somebody said that they reopened, or they're like right on the edge of reopening.
They're getting close. Yeah. So, you know, Peter B's is also, so you can walk half the market, go to Peter B's, walk the other half of the market, go to the Dust Bowl, and then finish off at lunch at the wharf if that's what you'd like to do.
Yeah. I mean, what a way to spend the afternoon is, you know, and be home at 6, 7 o'clock. It's not an all-nighter, and
it's not. And we actually, there's plenty of seating around the plaza. I don't actually offer seating in the plaza, but I know the state parks has some seating. You can sit on the steps by the music. There's plenty of areas to just sit down and enjoy yourself.
Yeah, there really is. There's been quite a few events in that. One thing that they did, I don't know if you remember, but they had this gigantic fountain on the middle of the
They
plaza.
did. They used to have. I used to work events there when they still had as a vendor when they still had the fountain.
And the
Yes.
best thing they did was get rid of it because they had a water shortage and they never filled it up. Then when they did fill it up, someone would put some bubble bath in there, and it was like, it was time to get rid of it. And now you got that nice wide open, so that's great.
Exactly.
But, I'm gonna let you go. And do you have anything you'd like to add before we sign off?
I really appreciate you having me on your show, and we look forward to seeing the weather's looking fabulous for this weekend. If you have any questions, you just go to MontereyOutdoorMarket.com, and that takes you to my website, or go to brotherspromotions.com, and that will also take you to my website.
Okay. And I want to add all the listeners out there that, let's just say you're thinking, what was that date? June what? Well, they can always get a hold of me, and I've got the information written down. Let's say I don't. Well, I get a hold of you because I got your number.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And you can also, just remember Monterey Outdoor Market, all one word, .com. And that'll take you to my website, and that'll show you everything. And it also show each market, it lists all the vendors that are going to be there. So you can have a look at the vendors before you come and say, I might like that.
I think that's great that you have a list.
I do, yeah.
Instead of you just going in blind, like,
you can actually see, you can actually go to the vendor's website. You can see everything. So it's fabulous.
I think that's a really great thing that, to go in like ahead of time and you could see the vendors, what they're doing. And that's great.
Yeah. And also you can see what musicians we have each time. And, it's just, we just like to have people, have a good time and give them as much information, and just come on out and enjoy the Monterey Outdoor Market.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, sounds good. I appreciate you coming on and buzzing with Cousin, and look forward to. I'll be looking for that bright lime green outfit.
The lime green vest. Well, I'll be looking forward to meeting you in person, Cousin Johnny. And you take it easy now.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Kathryn Walsh, Outdoor Market. Sounds like fun. Get out this Saturday or Sunday. Get out. Check out these great vendors. Shake a couple hands. Talk to these vendors and just feel good to get out. Maybe the plan is grab a drink at nice cold beer at Dust Bowl Brewery, it's right down the street. Grab lunch on Fisherman's Wharf. What a way to spend a nice afternoon. Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for coming on the show. I'd like to thank Kathryn for coming on the show. I'd like to thank for the people, all my friends and people that are watching the show, and thank you for all your support. And I'm gonna hope everybody's being safe, and we'll see you at the market, and we'll see you next week on the date, the 15th, where I'm actually going to have my daughter on, Gina Aliotti, a fitness pro from the San Diego area. She's going to go over her summer squat challenge. So we'll see you next Tuesday at 1:00, and I'm going to sign off. Everybody be safe and have fun this weekend. Bye.